All right, so this is gonna be my first impression section of the video. This thing has impressed me so much so far. Just to get in a couple of the specs, this thing comes in at 20.5 inches high and 30, hold on a second now, 23.4 by 20.5 and then 30 inches long. So this thing is completely a complete departure from the cube that the SB4000 was. And I mean, just look at it. It's ridiculous. The presence of this thing is, it's like a coffee table. It's huge, or like an end table. But besides that, the weight difference is this one's going to be 153.2 pounds. Like I said, it comes on a pallet. It's 200 pounds shipped, so you need to be home and sign for this thing to actually get it off the truck. So with my SB4000, it was a lot easier because I could just log on to FedEx real quick. And what I could do is I could, you know, kind of put my signature in online, and then they would just leave it on the back porch. So that's a little, that's one of the things I noticed whenever I was going in between the two. Wife got home, so the dog's barking. Besides that, you're gonna have almost exactly the same stuff with them. You're gonna have the same DSP, you're gonna have the same driver. This driver is a 13.5-inch driver, and it is 49.6 pounds. If you're not in America, that is 22.5 kilos. So that is completely absurd. If you think about everything that you're getting with this, you're getting the 1200 RMS watt power rating, and you're getting up to 4,000. This thing is easily, I think it's, well, I'm gonna have to look that up for you, but I think it's actually about 8 to 10 decibels louder at the same frequency than that SB2000 or SB4000 back there. So like I said, out of the box, you're getting so much more performance out of this one. It does cost a slight bit more, but to be honest, I would rather just pay the extra money. And if you ever wanted to have the benefits of a sealed one, then you can just boop, 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 plug up these little ports right here. They give you little foam inserts from the factory. So if you want to, you can tune these down to a different frequency. You have a lot of different options to do that. You have 13, you have 16, and 18. So if you want this thing just sealed up completely, you're already getting better performance than this guy back here. And if you just want just earth-shattering, couch-shaking, you know, dynamics out of it, room pulsations, then you can tune this thing for 13 hertz. So this thing hits with authority too. So I did a quick sine wave from, or not sine wave, I did a quick frequency test from, I mean, like 200 down to like 10. And it, from where I was sitting in my main listening position, it definitely sounded like this thing got a little louder below 30 hertz. So, and that's the main thing, because like a lot of people ask what I think about these subwoofers, the SVS. I really like them, but if you think about other brands, and I'm not bashing any other brands, but a lot of different ones, like the popular ones, they're not gonna be as authoritative and strong and powerful, and you know, it's not gonna have the same decibels below a certain frequency. So say like maybe 20 or 30 hertz, or maybe even 40 hertz. A lot of your main floor speakers are gonna be like, these are the RP280s. These hit down to, I think, 35 or 38 hertz. But if you wanna have them crossed over in your AVR, then I would probably just say, you're not gonna get everything that you actually want out of a traditional sub. Now, SVS has been known for their old series, like say like the PB-13 Ultra. That was their flagship a while ago. This basically has all the same stuff and basically the same design as the PB Ultra, 13 Ultra, and they just improved on it. So the new stuff that they have the DSP, they have a 1200 watt RMS sledge amp versus the 1000 RMS sledge amp that they had before. So you're getting a lot of performance is what I'm trying to say. But besides that, like say like on about 30 hertz, you're gonna get a definite drop off. These, they have their ratings on their website. So they have anechoic signals that they did, and they actually show you the chart. So if you're into cars, you know, and like you want to measure your performance, you can, you know, put your car on a dyno, and it'll give you the performance of it to measure the horsepower that's coming out of your engine, horsepower and torque. These they kind of have that same type of I guess analogy for the anechoic frequency response. So you're going to be able to see roughly the same type of curve for performance. So it'll definitely give you a direct representation before you buy. And I really should have looked at the PB-4000 a little more. I kind of shied away from it because it did have that extra price tag, but I should have looked at this one a little more before I bought it, because I was super happy with their PB-12 NSD that I had. And the SB-4000 just can't match this. Just even on paper, it's just not, they're not equal. So they have the same driver, the same amp, but the ported box makes all the difference. And if you want flexibility to actually do sealed versus ported, I mean, you can make this thing a sealed subwoofer all day long, you know? You can always benefit from having a bigger box, well, to a certain extent. You can always benefit from having a bigger box for a sub, the same size sub that you would. That's basically what I'm saying. So same subwoofer, you benefit better sound, better dynamics, better response from a bigger box. I'm taking that directly out of the car audio world. But besides that, I mean, the one in the back sounded great, love it. It may outshine this one in a couple different things, but just first impressions, this thing gets all of my love right now. Really like it, really enjoy it, super happy this thing came. I'm glad SVS even made something like this. I mean, I've been a fan for this stuff for a while, so. Besides that, let's see, do I have anything else to talk about it? Oh, I'm gonna go ahead and jump in front of the camera for this one. This thing gets the wife approval. I turned this thing on last night, like I was talking about, and we're watching John Wick. We've seen that movie a couple times with, I'm not sure if we watched it with that one, but I know we watched it with the PB-12. And just listening to a couple different movies that I've had for 3 weeks for this one, I mean, it was good. It was, the wife liked it, but whenever I put John Wick on last night, she loved the sound of this thing. It was completely ridiculous. So yeah, I mean, it's chest thumping, bass, it's ridiculous. You can feel it in your chest, you can feel it in the back of your seat, and you can just walk around anywhere in the room and it still sounds great. So, and that was before I put on the subwoofer isolation systems. So these, if you even look at it, I mean, this may not be completely accurate because you still have a little give in the carpet, but if you just move this, like if you're just wiggling it, it's super wiggly. You gotta think about all the vibration this thing's putting out. It's not translating into the ground. So say like my AC grill, my door, the pictures on the wall, the hook for the keys, that stuff's not shaking like it did before. So yeah, like I said, this thing's freaking awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Besides that, I'll go ahead and do a couple more videos before this weekend because the floor is getting installed. So stay tuned. Super excited about this this journey I'm on. Hope you guys are too, so stick around. See you next time. Yeah, so I realized that I didn't give you guys a close-up look of this thing. Someone was asking about the finish on this, if it matches the clips very well. I would say it would match the reference flagship, the RF series. I would say it matches those pretty good, and the RF7s. This is about the same type of finish. It's called Black Ash. Up here you'll see some little marks, but that was from me putting the subwoofer, my old one, on top of it yesterday. But besides that, yeah, it's called Black Ash. It's a pretty good finish. I like it. It doesn't necessarily match perfectly to, I'm not sure if the camera's gonna pick this up. So, as you can see, this is like more of a finer finish. Like, not fine like quality, but it's more stuck together, as you can see here. And please don't blow me up about this. These things are a little dirty. Like I said, we just have straight up concrete floors in here, so it's really dusty. But yeah, this is the finish. Really good, and I like it. This is MDF too, so it's not like it's full hardwood or anything like you would find on your floors, or, you know, mahogany or oak. But get a look at this freaking woofer, man. This freaking driver is absurd. Ports, these ports are freaking huge. Let's see if I can show you guys inside of there. I guess you really can't see anything, but let's see if I can take off my watch real quick. I can fit my hand. Ugh. I can go elbow deep in this thing and still not reach the end. So those things are pretty deep. So, yeah, sound. Besides that, I'm just gonna go ahead and sign off here. This is gonna be the end of the video, end of my first impressions. So if you guys have any other questions, just let me know. I'll be happy to answer them. Just put them down in the comments and I'll answer them for you guys. All right, thanks for watching. Fearless.